they will go into details about tracing where the diamond is mined, and specifically talking about Sarine diamond journey.
Sarine is a technology company that actually has been developing and providing technology for the diamond industry for the last 30 years. And what we've done is being able to track that diamond through technology all the way as it goes down the diamond pipeline until it reaches the consumer.
It's important to know where your diamond's from. You want to make sure, you know, that it's ethically sourced, and you also want to know the transformation it went through, because this journey goes from the rough to the polished. Why don't we explain a little bit more details what it is exactly and how to check the journey, because the information is stored and accessible to the client. So how does it all happen? Let's talk about you know, the differences of Sarine diamond journey from maybe some other like certificates and you know, blockchains and things like that.
Well, first of all, I think it's important to understand that, like, when we are looking on tracing the diamond, we definitely start with the provenance, origin, with the mine. The whole traceability or tracking the process of diamonds, it's like it starts from the mine, it starts from origin, but it has to be done during all the processes, you know, because you can ensure that some kind of rough stone from the ground, and this is the same stone like on my finger. How you can make like the physical world and the digital world, how you can see at every stage that it's literally matching in reverse engineering, that this polished stone was done, for example, from this rock. This one not, just like an example.
That the consumer can know where the diamond came from, how it was manufactured, and basically tell the story about that diamond journey.
Of the carat weight. For example, you do this diamond journey for diamonds above, I don't know, half a carat, or it can be done for any diamonds.
No, actually, we can do it for practically any size diamonds. Of course, the big, unique, spectacular type diamonds, most of those kind of diamonds part of the technologies. But actually, our systems go down even to very, very small diamonds. 5-point, 10-point polished diamonds, which are 1/10 or 1/20 of a carat. So it goes down to the small diamonds that are used in jewelry pieces, not necessarily the center piece, center diamond piece, but also the surrounding diamonds for bracelets, for earrings and things like that as well.
I have a question here from the audience. Let me ask it to you. Someone's asking, so it's very interesting what you're saying. Will this be attached, you know, the certificate, I guess, to certificates like JA, or does Sarine certify and give the journey?
So first of all, Sarine provides a diamond journey certificate, both printed if needed or digital. And most people don't yet know, but we also provide 4Cs certification that is done through technology, AI-based technology that grades the diamonds, the color, the clarity, the cut weight, as well as other parameters. So we actually can provide a full 4Cs grading certificate along with the diamond journey in one digital or physical certificate. It does have a third-party grading laboratory. We can add this to that certificate as well.
Am I right thinking that you know, the diamond journey is aimed to make the whole process more transparent, and for a consumer to understand better where the diamond comes from, that it's a natural diamond as well? Is this what prompted the you know, the rise of this technology?
Yes, of course. In the end, the consumer is asking for it. Today's consumer is a lot more advanced than 10 years and 20 years ago. He wants to understand where his product comes from. Is it manufactured sustainably? How does it impact the environment? How does it impact the local communities? And so the traceability actually started from that requirement from the consumer, from the retailer. Traceability is just a way to connect that diamond to that whole pipeline, understanding how the mines take care of the environment, the local communities.
What kind of positive aspects can you highlight from the diamond industry?
I'll give just two, but there are many. Let's take, for example, a country like Botswana that 30 years ago was very, very poor, had a very, very weak infrastructure in terms of roads, schools, hospitals, and so on and so forth. The diamond industry by itself has enabled the Botswana communities to develop very, very significantly over the last 20 and 30 years. And if you take miners like Alrosa in Russia, they work with nearly all their water is recycled water. They have projects that take care of the environment. They use clean energy for a lot of their production. I think, the diamond industry has really changed over the last 30 years and continues to improve itself, continues to improve its social and environmental record. And I think we're actually in a very good place today.
Now, if we go back to the diamond journey, let's talk about the differences of Sarine diamond journey from maybe some other like certificates and blockchains and things like that.
In India, in Surat, and main manufacturing today in the world are using Sarine technologies. Still, our R&D is working daily in providing new and new tools how you can track the diamond. So basically, on every stage, we know exactly, based on data, to compare. It was a rough stone. Before it was cut, it was captured. Then it was cutted, and it was compared to previous form. Then it was a polishing process. So again, we compare it to the cutting rough, and so on and so forth. So basically, on all multiple stages of creation of polished diamond from the rough form, we know that it's actually based on verifiable data, because all the data is basically in Sarine cloud, and according to retailer demand, we know how to recognize the diamond that went through the diamond journey. When we start working on diamond journey, like I think in 2019, like customers in Japan and Southeast Asia, and also in Europe and in the States, then when they are ordering diamond journey, they also want us to provide to them 3D model that is an exact replica of original rough, and it's presented in this way to the consumer. So suddenly, retailer differentiates himself, because it's not only what he's explaining, he's also is able to show. And believe me, consumers really like to hear about diamond journey.
It's interesting, of course. They don't get to see the actual rough because it's worked on, and then they see the beauty in the end, but it's quite interesting to see what it all started from.
Yeah. I think it's all about the experience in the store. It's not just about information. It's important. Information is important in understanding where the diamond came from, but I think it's important to connect that together with the story. That amazing process of how the diamond was transformed, how that rough diamond looked. As I said, every rough diamond is unique. Maybe the consumer wants to actually choose the polished diamond by what type of rough it came from, because it connects to the shape of the rough. I don't know. It's part of the experience. And we've seen that being able to provide the consumer the story of that transformation from rough to polish is actually a very, very engaging story. And a lot of the consumers connected, especially the younger ones. We're actually working together with very high-end luxury brands today on the diamond journey and traceability, because for the luxury brands, knowing where the product comes from is critical. It has to have that information and provide it to their customer. So over the last year, things have been progressing very, very nicely, and there's been a very good acceptance to it on the retail side.
It's a very fascinating conversation, because again, if it was a few years ago, even before pandemic, I don't think we'd be able to talk about it. And now look, there is another technology which helps consumer to understand where the diamond came from, what it looked like even, which for me as a gem lover and stone lover, it's amazing. I would love to have my engagement ring, especially if someone invests into, a sizable rock for the engagement, to also keep like this model of what it looked like before it turned into an engagement ring. I think it's like an added experience, as you say, for a consumer.